When you see a woman fold her bags and leave her home, it's not easy. You don't know what she has been through. I saved myself because I was also being diagnosed by my ex to be mentally ill. Because like that Range Rover, or we had to think of a way to unleash it to the public that Simon had given me. But it was not a gift. I paid for it for 5 years. I would just want to tell him that
jaws dropping and eyes wide open. This might just be what exactly describes the reaction from netizens after Sarah Kabu's latest expose. Sarah Kabu is not new to controversy. We've talked about her here a couple of times, and especially with her ongoing divorce, where she seems so determined to go down with her estranged husband Simon Kabu. I know what you're thinking. Nothing about this is new. I mean, this is not the first time we are witnessing a messy breakup online. Yes, it's not the first time, but again, this is not just anyone. This is the virtuous lady. This is the woman who championed, walking through all the challenges of marriage and championing through it all. She was even considered as the chairlady of Good Wives. In fact, I'd say she branded herself like that and advised women to stay no matter what.
Let's allow men to be who they were created to be.
So now the same woman is telling us that her marriage was not a bed of roses. I mean, get this right. Not only did they portray a bed of roses on social media, she went on to advise people as if hers was a bed of roses or somehow was working, only for her to later on, in a short span of time, reveal that this was not the case and that instead it was full of broken glasses. In as much as it looked all picture perfect on social media, behind the curtains, it was a shattered relationship. This goes by what Sarah Kabu recently described.
Because like that Range Rover, or we had to think of a way to unleash it to the public that Simon had given me. But it was not a gift. I paid for it for 5 years.
This was just one of the bombshells that was dropped in this recent interview. And this, of course, is the one that has started most reaction, because people saw that Range Rover being gifted to her as a surprise, quote unquote. People got to see it all, and it was all pasted on different blogs that she'd been gifted that, only for us to later find out that she had actually bought it herself. Anyways, that's how it happened apparently, and Kenyans are just shocked because back then no one would have imagined that this is what would have come out of it years later. But again, as I said, that's one of the bombshells she dropped in that interview. Opening up about some of the things she endured in her marriage, she describes Simon Kabu as a person who often abused her. She also accuses him of making her feel mentally unstable. She accuses him of manipulation and isolation, trying to isolate her from family, from friends, from the society. She described that it took her some time to fully recognize the pattern of abuse, saying that in fact it took her 3 years to fully recognize the pattern of abuse and start planning her exit. And further added that it came to a point when she realized that prayers were just not working anymore. I was all about prayers and could have died praying. She said, "Don't suffer in silence, track patterns, not promises." Looking at Sarah Kabu, she has gone from the seemingly happy married wife on social media to now the bitter ex, revealing all the dirt about their relationship online. And this is not to put down her experience. I get that sometimes one may go through certain experiences and want to share them, maybe to educate others or just to open up about what they are going through. What's shocking is just that while all this was going on, she was busy on social media, acting like everything was perfect and even advising other women against the same advice she's giving currently. And another crucial reminder that social media should not at all give you any pressure. Let me know what you think about this, and of course I'd love to see your comments. Recently I've been engaging with your comments. Some of you tunapambana pali, some of you have very interesting perspectives, and I just love interacting with you. So go ahead and talk to me in the comments, and hey, thank you for keeping it here on BNN. Stay tuned for the next one.